Cancel all your plans for 2025 because The Simpsons might already know what's coming. This iconic animated series has been entertaining us for over 3 decades, not only with its humor, but also with its uncanny ability to predict future events. From political surprises to groundbreaking scientific discoveries, The Simpsons has left us wondering, are these predictions pure coincidence? Or is there something deeper at play? Could the show's clever storytelling and sharp societal insights be the secret behind its so-called prophetic powers? Think about it. Donald Trump becoming president, the discovery of the Higgs boson, or Disney's acquisition of 20th Century Fox. All of these events were featured in The Simpsons before they became reality. Is it just luck? Or is the show tapping into something we've yet to fully understand? Perhaps these predictions are reflections of our collective hopes, fears, and the trends that shape the world around us. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the predictions for 2025 inspired by The Simpsons. From technological breakthroughs to societal changes, we'll analyze the plausibility of these ideas and their potential impact on our lives. Are we heading towards a future where these forecasts come true? Or are they simply imaginative scenarios? Stick around as we uncover the truth behind these fascinating predictions, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments below. Before diving into what 2025 might hold, let's take a moment to appreciate how The Simpsons has built its reputation for predicting the future. With over 30 years of content, the show has featured thousands of scenarios. Among these, a select few have eerily aligned with real-world events, sparking both awe and debate. Are these predictions pure chance? Or is the show's writing team simply that in tune with societal trends and future possibilities? One of the most well-known examples is Donald Trump's presidency. In the 2000 episode, Bart to the Future, Lisa becomes the President of the United States and mentions inheriting a financial crisis from President Trump. Fast forward to 2015, Donald Trump announced his candidacy, and by 2016, he became the 45th President of the United States. What made this prediction even more surreal was a scene showing Trump descending an escalator in a fashion almost identical to real-life footage from his campaign. Then there's the Higgs boson, often called the God particle. In a 1998 episode, Homer scribbles an equation on a blackboard while attempting to become an inventor. Years later, physicists discovered the Higgs boson in 2012, and to everyone's surprise, Homer's equation was strikingly similar to the real mathematical representation of the particle. Was it a lucky guess? Or was the show leveraging emerging scientific discussions of the time? Another standout prediction is Disney acquiring 20th Century Fox. A 1998 episode casually depicted the 20th Century Fox logo with a small sign beneath it reading, "A division of Walt Disney Company." This became a reality in 2019 when Disney officially acquired 21st Century Fox in a historic $71 billion deal. While corporate acquisitions are often speculative topics in Hollywood, The Simpsons managed to nail this one down 21 years in advance. The examples don't stop there. The show predicted smartwatches in 1995, video calls long before Zoom became a household name, and even the construction of the Shard, London's iconic skyscraper, which was featured in a 1995 episode and built in 2012. These instances suggest that the writers aren't just pulling ideas out of thin air. Instead, they seem to have a knack for picking up on early-stage trends and pushing them to their logical conclusions. But why do these predictions feel so compelling? Part of it could be attributed to sheer probability. After producing over 750 episodes filled with imaginative ideas, it's natural for a few to align with real-world outcomes. Another possibility is the show's ability to satirize and exaggerate existing trends. By looking at where society is heading and turning the dial up a notch, The Simpsons often lands closer to reality than we might expect. What sets these predictions apart, however, is their ability to resonate with our collective psyche. They highlight advancements, dilemmas, and scenarios that feel plausible within the context of human progress. As we'll see in the predictions for 2025, The Simpsons doesn't just entertain. It challenges us to think critically about the future. Now that we've reflected on the series' uncanny history of predictions, let's delve into what the show, and perhaps ChatGPT, envisions for 2025. Could we be on the brink of another set of eerily accurate forecasts? Stay tuned as we explore some intriguing possibilities. The Simpsons has always been known for its uncanny ability to predict the future, often capturing the zeitgeist of the times in ways that are both fascinating and sometimes eerie. As we move towards 2025, the show's past predictions continue to intrigue viewers, sparking discussions on whether these glimpses into the future are simply coincidental or if they reflect deeper societal trends and aspirations. This section will explore some of the most notable predictions for the year 2025 that have been featured in the iconic series, considering their potential implications on society and the world at large. One of the most discussed predictions is related to Ivanka Trump. In an episode from the show, Homer Simpson is seen wearing a badge that reads Ivanka 2028. While the badge references a potential presidential bid in 2028, it raises the question of whether Ivanka Trump's political ambitions might begin to surface in 2025. The idea that she could be preparing to step into the political arena, possibly laying the groundwork for a future campaign, is something that has been speculated upon by political analysts and commentators alike. With her father's influence still resonating in American politics, the 2025 period might serve as a pivotal moment for Ivanka's potential political trajectory, and this early nod from The Simpsons might be more prophetic than initially thought. In the realm of technology and modernization, The Simpsons predicted the digital transformation of Big Ben. In a 1995 episode, the iconic clock tower was depicted with a digital clock face. Fast forward to 2025, and the concept of integrating advanced technologies into historical landmarks may no longer seem outlandish. As cities around the world continue to modernize and embrace digital advancements, Big Ben could very well become part of this trend, potentially incorporating digital elements into its design while maintaining its historical significance. Such a transformation would be a testament to the evolving relationship between history and technology, and Big Ben may soon stand as a symbol of how the past and the future can coexist in harmony. Another fascinating prediction from the show revolves around the development of pet translators. In an episode, Homer encounters a device that allows humans to understand their pets by translating their thoughts into human speech. With the rise of artificial intelligence and advancements in natural language processing, it's not entirely far-fetched to imagine a future where technology enables us to better communicate with animals. By 2025, we may see the emergence of pet translation devices that can bridge the communication gap between humans and their furry companions. While this technology could lead to more meaningful connections with pets, it also raises ethical concerns about the manipulation of animal behavior to fit human expectations. Despite these concerns, the idea of decoding the silent language of animals could revolutionize how we interact with the creatures we share our lives with. In the beauty industry, The Simpsons predicted the advent of a 1-second makeup application device. As technology continues to evolve, the prospect of time-saving beauty innovations like this seems increasingly plausible. In 2025, we might witness the introduction of devices that can apply makeup in an instant, using advanced robotics or AI to create flawless looks with minimal effort. This innovation could be a game-changer for the beauty industry, transforming daily routines and enabling people to look their best without spending significant amounts of time in front of a mirror. While the practicality and desirability of such devices will depend on the technology's functionality and the consumer market's acceptance, the idea of makeup being applied almost instantly could become a reality sooner than we think. The concept of virtual weddings, which was also predicted by the show, might become more mainstream in 2025. With the rise of virtual reality, VR, and holographic technology, the idea of holding a wedding ceremony in a completely digital space is no longer confined to the realm of science fiction. The metaverse could provide a platform for couples to tie the knot in virtual environments, complete with virtual guests attending the ceremony via holograms or avatars. While this could offer a more accessible and affordable alternative to traditional weddings, it also raises questions about the nature of intimacy and connection in such digital spaces. Will virtual weddings dilute the emotional depth and personal connections that are typically associated with real-world ceremonies? Or will they provide a unique, futuristic way to celebrate love? The Simpsons also predicted the rise of robot-run theme parks, where artificial intelligence would manage the operations and attractions. By 2025, advances in robotics and AI could make this prediction a reality, with amusement parks potentially being run entirely by robots. From managing rides to customer service, AI could take over the operational tasks, creating a fully automated and highly efficient entertainment experience. While this may make theme parks more cost-effective and efficient, it also raises questions about the role of human workers in such spaces and the ethical implications of replacing human labor with machines. Moreover, the experience of interacting with robots rather than humans could change the nature of the theme park experience, making it both more futuristic and less personal. In another intriguing prediction, The Simpsons suggested that libraries might transform into tech support centers as digital technologies continue to infiltrate every aspect of life. Traditional institutions like libraries could evolve to meet the changing needs of society. Instead of simply serving as quiet spaces for reading and research, libraries could become hubs for technology assistance, helping people navigate the digital world. By 2025, libraries could offer tech support services, workshops, and even provide access to the latest technologies, ensuring that individuals are not left behind in the digital age. This shift could help bridge the gap between those with access to advanced technologies and those who may struggle to keep up with the fast pace of digital transformation. These predictions, while speculative, highlight the ways in which The Simpsons has tapped into broader societal trends and concerns. Whether it's political ambitions, technological advancements, or shifts in societal norms, the show often serves as a mirror to the world we live in, albeit with a comedic twist. As we approach 2025, it's fascinating to consider how many of these predictions might come true and what they say about the direction in which our society is heading. Whether these forecasts are mere coincidence or the result of keen observational humor, they remind us that the future is always full of surprises, some of which may be more predictable than we think. As we examine the various predictions that The Simpsons has made for the year 2025, it's hard not to reflect on the underlying themes of these futuristic glimpses. The show's ability to tap into such a wide array of societal trends, from technological advancements to shifts in social norms, invites us to pause and consider whether these predictions are merely coincidental or whether they reveal something deeper about the collective psyche of our culture. What stands out most is the fact that many of the predictions, while seemingly outlandish at the time they were made, have a certain plausibility when viewed through the lens of today's technological and social developments. The prediction of Ivanka Trump entering politics, for example, seems like an almost obvious one now, given the political landscape of the past few years. Likewise, the idea of pet translators or robot-run theme parks is something that sounds almost absurd. Yet the rapid pace of technological innovation, particularly in artificial intelligence, makes it more likely than ever that we might see these ideas come to fruition sooner rather than later. Yet, beyond the surface of these futuristic predictions, one cannot help but wonder whether these scenarios reflect our hopes, anxieties, and evolving values. For instance, the notion of virtual weddings or robot-managed theme parks raises fundamental questions about the nature of human connection. Virtual weddings, while offering convenience and accessibility, might also dilute the emotional depth that comes with physical presence, a central aspect of human relationships. The idea of a wedding ceremony conducted entirely in the metaverse, where friends and family are represented by avatars, challenges the very essence of what it means to celebrate love and commitment. Does the lack of physical presence in such an important event make the experience less genuine? Or does it simply represent the evolving ways in which we connect and celebrate? Similarly, the concept of libraries transforming into tech support centers invites reflection on the changing role of education and community spaces. Libraries, once sanctuaries of quiet reading and learning, have increasingly evolved into hubs of digital information and technological innovation. This shift reflects the broader trend of digitalization in society, where traditional institutions must adapt to the ever-changing needs of the population. However, it also raises concerns about whether these institutions are losing something in the process. Will libraries, with their rich history and cultural significance, be reduced to mere spaces for technological troubleshooting? Or will they find a way to balance their traditional roles with the demands of the digital age? The idea of pet translators, too, is a fascinating one that speaks to our desire for deeper connections with animals. As technology advances, we are constantly seeking ways to understand and communicate with the world around us, and the ability to understand our pets' thoughts could change the way we relate to them. However, the implications of such a technology are far-reaching. Would it be ethical to manipulate an animal's behavior based on its translated thoughts? And how might this technology affect our perception of animals, particularly in terms of their autonomy and natural instincts? These are complex questions that go beyond the realm of science fiction and into the territory of ethics and morality. One of the most intriguing aspects of these predictions is how they intersect with larger societal concerns about technology and its impact on our lives. There is no doubt that we are living in a time of unprecedented technological change, from the rise of artificial intelligence to the development of virtual reality. The lines between the physical and digital worlds are becoming increasingly blurred. The idea of robot-run theme parks and digital clocks on historical landmarks highlights the growing acceptance of technology in all aspects of life, including the most traditional and sacred ones. It begs the question, how far are we willing to go in embracing technology? At what point does innovation stop enhancing our lives and begin to detract from the fundamental human experiences that define us? For example, the prediction of robot-run theme parks may seem like a fun and futuristic idea, but it also brings up important ethical considerations. Will replacing human workers with robots lead to job displacement and economic inequality? Will people still find joy in theme parks if their experiences are mediated by machines instead of human beings? There is something deeply human about interacting with other people. And as technology continues to replace human roles in certain industries, we might begin to lose the sense of connection and community that comes with shared human experiences. As we navigate the future, it is essential to consider not just the technological possibilities, but also the social and emotional consequences of these changes. The idea of a digital makeover for Big Ben is another thought-provoking example of how technology might reshape our physical world. It speaks to the growing trend of digital integration in our public spaces, where even the most iconic landmarks could undergo transformations to adapt to the needs of a digital society. On one hand, this represents the blending of the past with the present, showing how old traditions and historical landmarks can coexist with the advancements of modern technology. On the other hand, it raises concerns about the preservation of cultural heritage and whether such changes will alter the identity and significance of these landmarks. As we push forward into an increasingly digital future, we must ask ourselves, what are we willing to sacrifice in the name of progress? Are we willing to compromise our cultural and historical legacies to make room for the digital age? While these predictions may seem playful or speculative, they touch on fundamental questions about our future and the values we hold dear. As we move closer to 2025, it is worth considering how much of what The Simpsons has predicted will actually come to pass. Will these ideas shape the world we live in, or will they remain humorous exaggerations of what could be? And, most importantly, what do these predictions say about us as a society? At their core, these predictions offer a window into our collective imagination. They reflect our desires for convenience, connection, and progress, as well as our fears about the potential consequences of unchecked technological growth. The Simpsons, in its unique satirical way, not only predicts the future, but also holds up a mirror to our present, allowing us to reflect on the paths we are currently walking and the ones we might soon choose to take. As we approach 2025, it's clear that the future will be shaped by the choices we make today. Whether we embrace these technological innovations or resist them, the decisions we make will define the kind of society we create. The Simpsons may not have the answers, but its predictions certainly provide a fascinating framework for exploring the intersection of technology, society, and human nature. It reminds us that the future is not just something that happens to us. It's something that we help to shape with every decision we make. As we look ahead, we can't help but wonder, will these predictions come to fruition? Or will they remain part of the show's rich history of absurd yet insightful foresight? Only time will tell. But one thing is for certain. The Simpsons has left us with much to think about as we prepare for the world of 2025 and beyond. As we explore the predictions made by The Simpsons for 2025, real-world examples can help us understand how these fictional ideas might come to life. While the show often seems absurd, it has correctly anticipated several technological and societal changes. Here are a few concrete examples that illustrate how The Simpsons' predictions mirror real-life trends. Technological integration, smart homes, and pet translators. In the 2004 episode Treehouse of Horror 15, Homer uses a device that translates his pet's thoughts into human language. At the time, this seemed far-fetched, but today, pet translation technology is becoming a reality. Companies like Catolet and Bowlingual have developed devices to interpret pets' vocalizations. These technologies, powered by AI, allow us to understand our pets better, making it a logical next step in the growing trend of integrating technology into everyday life. However, it also raises ethical concerns. As we better understand our pets' thoughts, how might that influence how we treat them? This development showcases how technology is reshaping our relationship with animals. Much like Homer's humorous device in The Simpsons, the digitalization of iconic landmarks. In a 1995 episode titled Bart vs. Australia, the show predicts Big Ben being transformed into a digital clock. At the time, it seemed ridiculous, but in reality, cities worldwide are now incorporating digital technologies into their historical landmarks. For example, the Colosseum in Rome received a modern upgrade with high-tech lighting and a digital guide system. Likewise, Paris has implemented smart technology around the Eiffel Tower to improve energy efficiency and enhance visitor experience. These digital updates allow for a mix of tradition and innovation, offering an interactive way to experience history. However, as we digitize iconic landmarks, questions arise about preserving their cultural significance. Will these changes enrich our experience or dilute the essence of these sites? Virtual weddings, the shift towards digital celebrations. The Simpsons predicted virtual weddings in the 1995 episode Marge in Chains, where characters celebrate a wedding in a digital realm. While this was once a fictional idea, the pandemic forced couples to host virtual weddings using platforms like Zoom and Skype. This trend accelerated during COVID-19 as many couples, unable to host in-person ceremonies, used virtual platforms to include guests from around the world. Services like Wedfully and Virtual Wedding gained popularity, offering a way to celebrate remotely. As technology improves, virtual weddings could become even more immersive, with guests attending through virtual reality. Yet, while these virtual ceremonies provide convenience, they lack the physical intimacy of in-person events. Will hybrid models, where in-person and virtual elements coexist, be the future of weddings? Robot-run theme parks and AI in the entertainment industry. Another of The Simpsons' predictions involves robot-run theme parks. In the 1998 episode, The Robots, Homer visits a park run entirely by robots. At the time, it was a humorous and far-fetched idea, but advancements in AI and robotics are moving us closer to this reality. Companies like Disney have already introduced AI-driven robots in their parks, such as the Stuntronics, which perform acrobatic stunts. Furthermore, robots are already being used in some parks to interact with visitors, handle operations, and improve customer service. In the future, entire theme parks could be operated by robots, potentially reducing costs and enhancing efficiency. However, this raises concerns about job displacement and whether the human touch in theme park experiences might be lost. As technology continues to evolve, balancing automation with the human element will be key to preserving the magic of these spaces. Impact of AI and automation. As we move toward more AI-driven experiences, from virtual weddings to robot-operated parks, society will face significant challenges. The rise of AI and automation offers incredible potential for efficiency and innovation, but it also poses ethical dilemmas and societal concerns. How will we balance technological progress with preserving human jobs and values? How will the digital transformation of traditional experiences like weddings and theme parks affect our perception of these once sacred events? The Simpsons has long been a vehicle for reflecting on societal issues, often exaggerating the future to make poignant commentary. The show's ability to predict technological advancements, such as the digitalization of landmarks or the rise of AI in entertainment, shows just how much the world is evolving. But as these predictions come to fruition, we must ask ourselves whether these innovations will improve our lives or lead to unintended consequences. These examples from The Simpsons serve as a reminder that while the future may seem uncertain, the direction we're heading is often shaped by our choices and the technology we embrace. The merging of fiction and reality continues to blur, prompting us to consider the role of innovation in shaping the future. Whether it's through better understanding our pets, reimagining cultural landmarks, or reinventing traditions like weddings, the world is changing in ways that were once unimaginable, and The Simpsons continues to serve as both a reflection and a warning for the future we're building. As we reflect on the predictions made by The Simpsons for 2025, it becomes clear that the intersection of fiction and reality can offer valuable insights into the future of society. The show, known for its absurd yet strangely accurate forecasts, helps us explore how innovation and technology can both transform and challenge our world. As we examine the various predictions, such as pet translators, virtual weddings, and robot-run theme parks, there are several key lessons we can draw from these ideas that resonate deeply in our current context. Embrace change, but with caution. One of the main takeaways from these predictions is the importance of embracing change, but doing so thoughtfully and with caution. Technological advancements, like AI-driven pet translators and the digitalization of iconic landmarks, show us how much change is possible. However, as these ideas become reality, we must approach them with a balanced mindset. While these innovations promise to make our lives more convenient and connected, they also come with ethical and societal implications. For example, while AI-powered pet translators could help us better understand our pets, we must consider whether this technology could alter the natural bond between humans and animals or create new forms of manipulation. Similarly, the rise of virtual weddings and digital ceremonies offers a more accessible way to connect with loved ones across distances. Yet, we must weigh the convenience of these solutions against the irreplaceable value of human connection. In a world that increasingly embraces technology, we must find ways to preserve the core aspects of human interaction and connection. Change is inevitable, but how we navigate it will determine its true impact on society. Preserve tradition amid innovation. While technological progress is essential, preserving the traditions that define us is equally important. In many of the predictions from The Simpsons, there's an underlying theme of innovation intersecting with tradition. Take, for example, the idea of virtual weddings. While these ceremonies offer a novel and efficient solution, they also challenge the traditional concept of a wedding as an intimate, in-person celebration. Similarly, the idea of robot-run theme parks raises questions about the future of human employment in entertainment industries. While automation may improve efficiency, it also threatens to displace jobs that are integral to the cultural and social fabric of these spaces. This lesson encourages us to find ways to blend tradition with innovation. As we advance technologically, we should not lose sight of the values and practices that make us human. It's important to ensure that as we modernize, we do so in a way that honors the customs and relationships that shape our society. Whether it's through maintaining the charm of historical landmarks or preserving the emotional depth of ceremonies like weddings, we must carefully consider how progress can coexist with the preservation of tradition. Be critical of technological advancements. Another vital lesson is the importance of being critical when adopting new technologies. While innovations like AI, robotics, and digitalization offer incredible benefits, they also come with unintended consequences. The predictions made by The Simpsons highlight the growing reliance on technology, but they also prompt us to reflect on the broader impacts of these shifts. For instance, the potential for AI-powered robots to take over jobs in theme parks or other industries could lead to a loss of personal connections and employment opportunities. The idea of a pet translator, while intriguing, could open the door to new ethical concerns, such as the potential manipulation of animals' natural behavior for human convenience. As technology becomes increasingly integrated into our daily lives, it is crucial that we assess not only its benefits but also its potential drawbacks. As consumers, developers, and policymakers, we must carefully examine how new technologies are implemented. Rather than accepting them blindly, we should question their impact on our values, ethics, and society. In many cases, the most transformative innovations are those that enhance our quality of life without compromising what makes us uniquely human. Anticipate the unpredictable. Finally, The Simpsons teaches us the importance of anticipating the unpredictable. While many of the show's predictions appear absurd or outlandish at first, they highlight how human progress often takes unexpected turns. The future is rarely linear, and the ideas that seem most far-fetched today could be commonplace tomorrow. Just as The Simpsons has surprised us with its ability to predict events like Donald Trump's presidency or the rise of smart home devices, we must remain open to the possibility that the world will continue to evolve in ways we can't yet imagine. This lesson emphasizes the need for flexibility and adaptability. The future is uncertain, and while we can make educated guesses based on current trends, we can't predict everything. By embracing a mindset of curiosity and preparedness, we can navigate the challenges and opportunities that the future holds. Conclusion: as we look ahead to 2025 and beyond, The Simpsons serves as a mirror to our collective hopes, fears, and desires. The predictions made by the show offer a fascinating glimpse into how society may evolve, but they also remind us of the importance of thoughtful reflection as we embrace technological progress. By learning to embrace change with caution, preserve tradition while innovating, critically evaluating new technologies, and remaining open to the unpredictable, we can navigate the complexities of the future in a way that enhances our lives and preserves the values that define us. Ultimately, the lessons we learn from The Simpsons remind us that while we can't predict the future, we can shape it with intentionality and care. As we wrap up this exploration of The Simpsons' predictions for 2025, it becomes evident that the series' uncanny ability to foresee the future is more than just a quirky trait. It's a reflection of deeper cultural trends and societal shifts. While some of these predictions may seem outlandish at first glance, they reveal the intersection of imagination, technology, and societal aspirations. From AI-powered pet translators to virtual weddings and robot-run theme parks, these forecasts not only offer glimpses of a future shaped by technology, but also invite us to reflect on the direction in which our world is headed. One of the key takeaways from these predictions is the sheer pace at which innovation is transforming our daily lives. As we continue to push the boundaries of technology, it's clear that many of the concepts once relegated to science fiction are beginning to inch closer to reality. However, this progress should not be pursued blindly. With each breakthrough, we must ask ourselves critical questions. How does this innovation affect our relationships, values, and ethics? What are the long-term implications of relying on AI, robotics, and other technologies to replace human interaction? In a world that is increasingly dependent on technology, it is crucial to maintain a balance between progress and preservation. Moreover, The Simpsons reminds us that while technology is shaping the future, tradition still holds an important place in our lives. The predictions regarding virtual weddings, the digitalization of landmarks, and the automation of theme parks highlight the way technology can disrupt traditional practices. Yet, these predictions also serve as a reminder that we must be mindful of what makes us human: the emotional connections, the shared experiences, and the rituals that define us. As we move forward, we must find ways to embrace the benefits of technology without losing the essence of what makes us uniquely human. Perhaps one of the most profound lessons is the importance of being adaptable and open to the unexpected. The future is unpredictable, and while we can make educated guesses based on current trends, The Simpsons shows us that the world can surprise us in ways we never imagined. Whether it's a global political shift, a technological revolution, or a cultural transformation, we must remain flexible and ready to respond to the unknown. In doing so, we can navigate the challenges of the future with resilience and creativity. In conclusion, as we look to 2025 and beyond, the predictions made by The Simpsons offer us both a fascinating glimpse into the possibilities of the future and a thoughtful critique of the paths we may choose to take. The intersection of fiction and reality is never a straightforward one, but it offers valuable insights into the aspirations and anxieties of our time. As we move forward into this new era, we must take the lessons learned from these predictions, embracing change, preserving tradition, critically evaluating new technologies, and remaining open to the unpredictable, and use them to shape a future that balances innovation with humanity. Whether or not these predictions come true, they invite us to think deeply about the world we want to create and the legacy we wish to leave for future generations. As we reflect on the predictions made by The Simpsons for 2025, it's clear that the future is both exciting and uncertain. While some of these forecasts may come to fruition, others may take longer to materialize or may evolve in ways we can't yet imagine. However, one thing is certain: the future will be shaped by the choices we make today. So, what can we do in the present to ensure that we are prepared for what lies ahead? The first step is staying informed. Technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate, and it's crucial that we remain curious and aware of the trends shaping our world. Whether it's keeping up with the latest innovations in AI, robotics, or virtual reality, or engaging with discussions on the ethical implications of these technologies, knowledge is power. Stay engaged with reliable sources of information, and don't be afraid to ask questions. The more we understand the world around us, the better equipped we'll be to make thoughtful decisions about the future. Next, it's important to get involved in the conversations around these advancements. Technological progress should not be a passive experience. It should be a collective effort. Whether it's through social media, community forums, or participating in industry events, contribute your thoughts, concerns, and ideas about how technology should evolve. The future of innovation isn't just in the hands of scientists and tech entrepreneurs, it's in the hands of all of us. By having a seat at the table, we can help guide the direction of technological development and ensure that it serves the collective good. Another way to actively shape the future is to embrace change and adaptability. As we've seen with The Simpsons, the future is unpredictable. While it's easy to resist change, doing so may prevent us from seizing opportunities or navigating challenges. Embrace a growth mindset. View change as an opportunity to learn and grow rather than something to fear. Whether it's adopting new technologies in your personal or professional life, or simply being open to new ideas, staying adaptable will allow you to thrive in an ever-changing world. Moreover, it's crucial to preserve the human element in the face of technological progress. As we look toward a future that may include AI-driven pet translators, virtual weddings, and robot-run theme parks, we must not lose sight of what makes us human. These innovations are exciting, but they should complement, not replace, the relationships, rituals, and emotional connections that define our lives. As we embrace new technologies, let's continue to prioritize human values such as empathy, connection, and tradition. This balance will help ensure that technology enhances rather than detracts from our shared human experience. Finally, remember that we have the power to influence the future. While we can't control every aspect of what's to come, our actions today have the potential to shape the world of tomorrow. Whether it's through voting, supporting ethical innovation, or educating the next generation, we all play a role in creating the future we want to see. Let's not wait for the predictions of The Simpsons to unfold on their own. Instead, let's be proactive in shaping a future that reflects our values, aspirations, and dreams. As you reflect on the predictions for 2025, ask yourself, what kind of world do I want to live in? How can I contribute to making that world a reality? Whether it's embracing new technology, preserving traditions, or engaging in thoughtful conversations, your actions matter. Join the conversation, stay informed, and take action today to help build a future that we can all be proud of. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to stay updated on future discussions. We want to hear from you. What predictions do you think will come true in 2025? Which ones do you find the most interesting or concerning? Let's continue this conversation and shape the future together.